So I made a video yesterday talking about my first time as a masquerader in Trinidad Carnival, and I want to clarify some things. I've seen the posts, I've seen the comments. I know you guys are like, what the? So let me explain something. First of all, I never desecrated, disrespected, or did number two on anyone's personal gravesite, burial site with the tombstone, all of that. That did not happen. I should have been more clear in my other video. I was not giving context or details of what was going on. So I'm here to do that today. Before I left my house, I went to the bathroom. Then I had to be at mass camp at 7 a.m. Got there, ate doubles, maybe not the best choice, but I had to go number two by 10 a.m. I'm ready for the road. I got my drink in hands. We're going down. I'm like feeling good. Then I was looking for the washroom trucks that they have in the van. So I go, and the stall that I personally went in was full to like almost touching the seat of other people's waist, and I didn't want to squat over it because I felt like if I squat over it, I was like, oh my gosh, I might touch someone else's stuff. So I'm like, you know what, it's still early, I can hold it, let me just go back on the road and then hopefully find a restaurant or a business or somewhere that I can use the restroom. So I'm in the crowd, having a good time, listening to music, whining, dancing. This is my first time out here, and so I'm holding this in from quite morning time. And I get to a point where I have lost track of time and I forget that I have to go. And I had a full breakfast, then we had a full lunch, and I didn't stop to think, it's been a few hours. I've been holding this in all day. This is getting dire. I do need to find a restroom. Obviously, I would make different choices next time, but I'm new here, guys. Like, I just got here. This is my very first time doing an experience like that, playing mass in full costume in the carnival. I was by myself in the middle of Port of Spain. I was not with any friends, anyone to help or guide me. I was not with anyone that could steer me in the right direction and kind of like take care of me and help me out. I'm figuring this out on my own as a first-time masquerader in a new country by myself. I wouldn't wish this experience on anybody, and I hope that other people wouldn't find themselves in an emergency situation like I did, but this is just my truth and this is what happened. So it's nearing 6 p.m. and I have been holding it in the whole entire day. Before I could really think about it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, my stomach is rumbling, like I've gotta go. So I start looking around, okay, where are the washroom trucks? I'm in the front of the band. The washroom trucks are at the very ends, like, so it's like super far away at that moment. And also I'm looking for like stores, restaurants, anywhere on that street. I'm surrounded by thousands of masqueraders and I'm not seeing any businesses. Then I look around and see a bunch of masqueraders going into a graveyard, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's a bathroom there. I see a whole set of them. So I follow them in. Initially, that's what I thought, there's a bathroom there. I follow them in, and I realize there is no bathroom. Everyone is just squatting around the sides, like where the wall is, like where there's like little bush and trees around there, squatting there to do their business. I'm like, dang, like I don't want to do this. I'm in an emergency situation. I'm literally about to poop my costume and poop my pants. Like, I gotta do something. So also, when you go into this graveyard, you have to walk down, and in the back, in the middle is where all the people are laid to rest. All the tombstones, all the people laid to rest. We were nowhere near that area. I did not walk on anybody's grave. There's like little bushes and a little wall at the very edge on the outside that people were squatting down to do their business. So no graves were disturbed or touched. Nobody was walking on people's personal burial sites. Obviously, we're in a similar situation to me. So they're in there doing their business, and I'm like, I gotta go, like immediately right now. So I found like a little wall with like a little shrub of grass bush area, and then I squatted to do my business. I wouldn't wish this on anyone else, and my purpose and intention in sharing that story yesterday was to hopefully help future masqueraders who are coming down for the first time for Trinidad Carnival to understand and better prepare what situations you might find yourself in. I never thought I would find myself in an emergency situation like that. Typically, I'm able to hold my stool, I'm able to hold it in, but at that moment, like I said, after holding it for the whole day, and then I'm dancing, I'm whining, I'm on the road, it's very difficult. And I sincerely apologize to anyone that I offended with that story, and anyone how I offended. I promise you, your graves are safe. I did not do anything to disturb them. I would never do that, and I sincerely apologize that I offended you, and I do take accountability for the situation that I was in. I'm hoping that this story would help others when they are here for Carnival, maybe not have a full breakfast and a full lunch, maybe fast for the day, maybe only have snacks, maybe not alcohol if your stomach can't handle it. Another thing I wanted to address is the sanitation and the sanitariness of the situation. I always carry in my bag antibacterial wipes, baby wipes, and a whole bottle of sanitizer. I was able to properly clean myself and properly clean my hands, so there was no issue with that. Afterwards, I was completely clean of anything to do with that, and I was able to make sure that I was on the road very sanitized and very hygienic and clean. Just want to put that out there. I also found a standpipe to wash off and make sure that we were clean. Again, I apologize if I offended you. That's never my intention. My intention is only to help people and to make the world a better place.